plenty of entertainment on the Las Vegas Strip, but many of those entertainers and singers are taking time to perform at the Smith Center's Cabaret Jazz Room, and people that are locally, you know, just doing it on the side as well. There's a whole big lineup coming up. John Katsilometes is here. He writes for the Review Journal. You can catch his column called Cats, with the exclamation point at the after it. And we're talking Cabaret Jazz. Now, this has been a busy, active place for a long time.
It has been since it opened.
But then you look at the lineup coming up now, and it's like, it just seems to keep getting busier and busier.
Yeah, they've got a lot going on at Cabaret Jazz, and it's not a new thing, but it just seems like recently there's been a lot more activity throughout each week that has been happening. Now, this is the place, of course, that Clint Holmes opened the Cabaret Jazz when the venue opened in 2012, and he performed there monthly until very recently when he went over to the Palazzo.
Sure.
Now you've got Frankie Marino doing Tuesdays over there. You've got a lot of entertainers. You got the most recent announcement has been Melody Sweets from Absinthe is going in there on October 10th.
Yeah, she's fun. She's been on the show before. There
yeah,
she
which is
recognize that face and that
exactly,
hairpiece.
and that is
dress, I should say.
Yeah, that is an important thing because that's gonna be about 11 days before Absinthe is due to move. From the Roman Plaza. So there's going to be a lot of attention on that show. So that's a late announcement. We got Lon Bronson's All-Star Band this weekend, Friday night at 8. We've got Frankie's there on Tuesday. Susan Anton there's on September 9th and 10th. Elisa Fiorillo, who was a backing singer for Prince for a long time, she's doing her big band show on September 13th at 8 p.m. Keith Thompson's Composer Showcase, which moved in there when the venue opened, which is one of the cool things we do in this city, is on Wednesday, on the September 14th at 10:30 p.m. If you can get to that, an amazing array of talent. All that stuff is happening at Cabaret Jazz, what they call the Little Room at the Smith Center.
Yeah,
it's about 240 people.
I was going to say, for people who don't know, there's the Smith Center, which is the main room where you go see all the shows that are, you know, the big shows, like The Wicked and the Book of Mormon and all that. But Cabaret Jazz is a separate room that is at the Smith Center that, like you said,
right across the way.
240.
A lot of people do a double header. You can go see a show. You know, I think one night I did Wicked and did the Composer Showcase later. You can do that. And it's an amazing place because it's where, you know, like people like Tyreek Johnson, for example, who's a singer in Santa Fe and the Fat City Horns. Tyreek on September 27th is doing an Earth, Wind, and Fire tribute that just burns the place up. He sold it out 2 times the last time he did it a few months ago, and that's on September 27th. This show is amazing. Yeah. And it's in that little room.
And I know David Perico, he's
Dave
been
Perico,
there.
September, yes, exactly. David Perico, September 16th at 8 p.m. I'm getting all these dates out, guys.
I know, it's crazy.
It's Pop Strings.
I think we have some video of Dave playing.
Yeah,
there
there's
we go.
David. Now, David has an outfit called Pop Strings. There's the strings part of it, and there's Naomi Morrow, Eric Shawn. These guys usually play at the Andrew Friedlander on saxophone. We all know Andrew. They usually play at the Palms, at the Lounge at the Palms on Saturdays, and they'll be back this weekend on Saturday. They're going to be there on September 16th at 8 p.m., and that is a very, it's an amazing lineup because he brings strings in, he has horns, he has great singers. Rocky Brown is going to sing with him on that night, and it's going to be a tribute to Sting. And this is a very cool thing. It's a very cool hang down there. And this is just a sample. Michelle Johnson, the First Lady of Las Vegas Jazz, there on October 2nd for a matinee, 3 p.m. Tapestry, the full Carole King album, on a Sunday afternoon. Amazing.
It does seem a little bit more like, okay, so we've got the big stuff, and we've always been known for, you know, the big shows and the intimate shows and the really talented people that get brought here. They've had, you know, huge careers and stuff like that. But it does seem a little bit more like it's kind of our Las Vegas thing to have this place. You know what I mean? It's a little bit more artsy. It's a little bit more culture.
Well, the thing about it is, and Earl Turner said this one time when we were together at a Clint Holmes show. He says and it was a great afternoon. It was an afternoon show. And he says it's refreshing to be in a venue where people are here on purpose to see and experience live entertainment, live music. It's not like as if these people were, you know, got a comp along with their buffet comp and just wandered into a showroom or something. They're there. They live in Las Vegas, and they're here for a specific reason. It's a neutral facility. That's why people like Melody Sweets, and over time, you know, Martin Kaye has done shows in there. Travis Clore, we've talked about him doing his shows in there. It's a neutral site, and it's a beautiful place. It has great sound. It's got high artistic integrity, and I think if you want to be taken honestly, if you want to be taken seriously as an artist in Las Vegas, at some point you're going to have to be at the Smith Center doing something. All right. I really believe that.
Cool. All right, you can go to the Smith Center obviously for tickets and check out the full schedule. John's column in the Review Journal. It's official. It's there weekly now.
Green
and there's
Ferry. Look at that lineup. Michael Gone, Green Ferry. How about that for variety?
Stay with us.
There we go.
See you next week, Kat.